What's up, YouTube? Unknown Sloth here with I am Kevin Silva with his deck profile of his. I don't even know what to call it. I think you can just.
I call it machina geartown.
Machina geartown.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you just go on with the deck list. You tell me like all the explanations, everything.
Want me to put it like this?
Yeah. Like.
I have 3 gear frames, which is the best card of the deck. I mean, like the best Stratos of the deck. I have 3 Peacekeepers. Everybody's like, what does that do? They always picked it up and read it. I have 3 Machina Fortress, 3 Breaker. Oh, I forgot the other 3 of. 3 Veiler. It's 15. Because I can count. And I got 2 Trigodias, 1 Gores, 1 Machina Cannon, so I run 10 Machina cards. Card Carrying Ninja says 8.
Why?
Okay. There's several reasons. The first reason is I needed an out to Zen mains and I didn't want to run Cyber Dragon because if I ran Cyber Dragon, they go Reborn, contact with any of this or this. And another reason is I flipped it and attacked for game with it directly because they're low life points. And then it's also good for just like hero matchup, I guess. It's good for Lagia, very good for Lagia. But pretty soon they start learning to make Dolka against me because like, look, they're all effect monsters. That's an effect monster. That's an effect monster. They soon learn to make Dolka against me. And then I run 2 of these guys because I run Geartown with this deck. That's why I call it Machina Geartown. It's 22 monsters. This card, I started playtesting without it, and I realized this card was too good not to run. It was way too good. It's so versatile in every single, like... I had this out, and he had Sengen, and I really didn't want him to have Sengen, so I discarded this out of my hand. I took their Sengen and made a Leviathan Dragon. And when you put that against Dino Rabbits, they're in a tough spot. Anytime you put a 25 or higher monster against Dino Rabbit, they're in a tough spot. This card, the last reason why it's good is because if I draw this, and then I draw this, and it's dead, I could just go discard special. And the same thing for this, like if I draw too many of these, I could use one of these to discard a special, and then summon the other one, and equip it. And then they don't ever want to kill it, they don't ever want to target it, and then I just search a gear frame off that. So, I don't know, like people had trouble with that card, especially since they didn't even know what it was. So, remember that, 22 monsters. The next is 15 spell cards. Heavy, Dark Hole, obvious staples.
All the ones of.
Okay, this is Forbidden Chalice. I gave it back to my friend. Forbidden Chalice is too good because I need it against Inzectors. Inzectors my hardest matchup, I guess. Besides Inzectors, Dragon Chaos is my hardest matchup because they just OTK way too fast. 3 Geartown, 3 MST, 3 Terraforming, and Necro Valley. This card just erects Dino Rabbit. I don't know. They have to side in macro. If they don't side in macro, then they lose again. And the one thing I can say about Dino Rabbit is the only way they can beat this deck is if they top deck Pot of Avarice. If you play correctly and you simplify the game state down to like if they have 0 or 1 cards in hand, the only way they can win is if top decking Avarice because they get to put everything back and do Lagia and Dolka again, and that's just killer towards you. And this doesn't really stop the this doesn't really stop the Pot of Avarice plays because 3 MSTs and heavy and whatever. So there's that puts it at 37 cards. So that leaves 3 traps. And you would think I would put warnings in, but instead I chose Torrential and Solemn Judgment. Torrential's really good because when I have Peacekeeper equipped it to one of my monsters, I can just Torrential. I get to search off Gear Frame, or I get to search Gear Frame off my deck, kill all their monsters, and keep my monster. While Warning is a cost of 2,000, and the only benefits of running Warning is I stop their Starlight Rune. It's a counter trap, so they can't really chain. And Gores, yeah. Gores wasn't really an issue. I could always overpower that card, always. Like especially with the Chalice, the random Chalice attack over the token, and then Geartown stuff. So that's the main deck. Sorry if it's boring. Didn't mean to be boring. That's 3 skill drains. I side all trap cards and 4 monsters. 3 prisons, Solemns, Mirror Force. This is Beast King Barbaros. It was the worst card ever. I really regret this. This should have been another Thunder King and 2 Snowman Eaters. I thought Barbaros I would like do triple sacks against random decks or something, but I never drew it. The one time I drew it, I summoned it, he Warning, and next turn he reborn it and I lost. I'm like, okay, I'm never setting this card again. It sucks. And every single matchup I played against, it always came down to the wire. Like, I had 1,000 life points, he had 1,000 life points. We're both top decking, and I draw, like, Gear Frame. Oh, game. Because even if he bottomless, I search Machina Cannon, and I discarded Summon Fortress back, and I win like that. But it was pretty unfair, because I had This deck is like all good top decks if you notice, except the Geartown is like bad top deck.
Yeah.
But against Dino Rabbit, I know they're gonna side in macro every time. And if they don't side in macro, they're siding in Cyber Dragon and what, that Electric Rise thing?
Yeah.
Okay, they could side that in, I guess, but I don't know how it's gonna help you unless you sacrifice the monster because you're giving it back at the end phase.
Right.
So I take out, this, it's 7 cards. I take out these 2 because they're useless without Geartown. That's 9 cards, and then I take out 1 Baylor, so that's 10 cards. Allows me to put any 10 cards in from here. I automatically go to these,
Right.
and now these cards. This is a good explanation for this card. Remember I said I only lose to Pot of Avarice against Dino Rabbit. Well, if I have this, and Solemn Judgment as an answer to Pot of Avarice, once that happens, they lost. So those are going in, and it playtested really well because against Inzektor, I can back up my skill drain when they go MST. They usually don't have. If they have the sword, you have to play really, really careful. You have to make sure you simplify the game state down to where he has 0 to 1 cards in hand. That's like the goal of this deck. And then, so yeah, you got the 2 drains, you got these 3 skill drains. People are like, you should run Shadow Mirror. Well, Breaker, no way. And then another reason is Zen Mains. If you allow Zen Mains to have his effect, he'll just pop the Shadow Mirror. And that's just how it works. And I have never cited this card before. I'm never going to. I'm always either going to main it or not run it. I cited it one time, never drew it. Just like, whatever, Now we got these cards. Hero matchup, very, very good. Dino Rabbit, very good. Because even if they make Dolka, I got all those deep prisons. I got like Torrential and all that stuff, like Dark Hole. Like, I don't think you want to make Dolka. And if you make Lagia, you get punished for it. So, got that. This won me round 9. So good. I don't know how to, it conflicts with my deck and it still worked. I was surprised. And Beast King Bargos, I told you, suck. There was a combo I wanted to say that I did. What was it? It was a combo. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I really don't.
Yes.
Someone's in the finals of a winning match, it seems. If you just know how to outplay people, you can easily use this deck, but it's not simple. Like, people think it's simple to play Machinas, but
Kelvin,
you just can't.
in public
You
events,
can't play it simple.
please bring
All right, so
20
that's it, I guess.
checklists.
That's
It
it?
was really nice meeting Unknown Sloth 10.
Any final comments?
Joe,
Any final comments on the deck at all? Like anything that
very
you
strong
would change?
against Dino. Yeah. If you want to make changes, I would take out 1 Breaker, 1 MST, put in Warnings, and if you can find more answers to Inzectors, put it in.
All right,
Like, I would put in
players,
macros
we
too.
now have
I actually would
the
put, because like
results for the
you
public
discard
events playoffs.
what's it called? Oh, this. You could discard,
First place
banish it, and
with
still special summon it.
23
So I would still play macro in the
Michael
deck,
Joseph
even though it's not
Butts.
that good.
Any shoutouts?
Second, and also 23 points. Jesus F.
Shoutouts,
Santos.
ARG, thanks for
Third place with
sponsoring me and having
19
faith in me.
points. Lane
You guys are awesome. Check out my
Reagan.
articles. Check out my
And in
channel, I
fourth
guess.
place with
I'm gonna post new
18
videos soon,
points,
someday.
Yeah, he will eventually.
It was really cool meeting you.
If you are
Thank you.
one of these 4 players
Peace out.
who
Peace
have
out.
been
See ya.
selected